Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. For some of you out there, you don't see me that often, but yes, I'm wearing something different.
They see you all the time.
They don't see
dressed
me
like this.
Yes. Anyways, this topic is going to be about cigars.
Stogies.
Yes, but
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yes, so do I. So shall you continue, or?
Well, we placed an order this month for some cigars.
Different stores, by the way.
See, what we like, and we have friends that don't like this, is we're interested in sampler packs, like that one.
Hold on, I got one.
And the reason, well, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. You don't have to pull out the other page. Here's another one.
Damn.
There's
See, just took it when
exactly, but you see, it's got multiple types of various different cigars, so we can try a whole bunch of different ones rather than a whole bunch of the same type.
See, I was talking about this one. 80 cigars.
Yeah, that's an 80 cigar bundle. And it's all different cigars. So, anyways, that's one of the things that we like is variety. And these bundles give you a huge amount of variety. It might be lower quality cigars and stuff. It might be non-name brands, but to us, it's
sometimes house brands from like different companies.
Yeah,
but you know what?
I just got some from Thompson, and they're all Thompson brand. But, you know, I've had some good Thompson brands, and I've had some horrible Thompson brands in the past, and some of the Thompson brands were pretty good quality.
Cuban Corojo was really good.
Yeah, the Corojos were good, and the Don Lugos or whatever.
The Don Lugos.
And this one's got some Don Lugo Maduros in it, so it should be pretty good. Now, I prefer samples with like Gurkhas and Rocky Patels and, you know, main name brand cigars, but at the same time, they're also usually a lot more expensive, and you get a lot less.
Gurkha's 20 cigar sampler, for example, $70.
Yes, I've seen a 5-pack that has like a Gurkha, a Monte Cristo in it, a Macanudo, a
Rocky
Partagas,
Patel,
and then like a Rocky Patel or whatever. It's like $50 for 5 cigars.
Rocky.
It's like, no, I can get each one of those cigars at my local cigar shop for about $6.50 a stick. So that's 5 times, it's like $33 at my local shop. I'm not going to be buying them for almost $60.
The Rocky Patels here are $75 for 20, but you don't get the quality of the rocks because...
Well, that's not bad. 20 for $75 is actually a darn good deal for Rockies.
Yes, but I don't know.
I'm just saying what I've seen from Thompson. Well,
Rocky Patel right
I prefer smaller cigars. Just because I don't really want to be smoking all that long, or I want them to go a little quicker. I don't want to be walking around with this giant thing for 2 hours and still having like half of it. I don't like putting them out, and I want to smoke the whole thing once I get into it.
I'm going to go for 1 second. I'll be right back. Continue.
So, Rita and me have decided to kind of get into cigars, and that's right up her alley. Enter to win the ultimate fishing and cigar trip, courtesy of Punch Cigars. Might have to do that. So,
I tried to get these, order them, but they're out of stock, and this one's a dry one.
Oh, this one's so dry that, yeah, this thing's going to crumble if we just open the package.
I believe that was my adopted uncle's.
It was frozen in a freezer for a long time, too.
Yes, but this is an example of what I like cigar-wise, and I have to tell you a story. I can power puff these, no problem, but when I tried it in Cleveland, Aaron's dad thought I was crazy, but when Aaron's dad tried it, his face turned green after about 4 hours.
Check it out, your supply of Punch cigars, and I guess that's as many as you could smoke, and you get to meet Bassmaster pros and expert lessons.
Anyways,
you might want to look into that, just because I know you in fishing.
You gotta buy a Punch. With every Punch box purchased.
Damn it.
Anyways,
we can't afford that.
So when I smoked something like this, and then I had his dad smoke one, his dad turned green after about 4 hours.
I actually managed to smoke about a quarter one, had to put it out, come back to it a little while later, smoke more of it. Yeah.
Not me. I could just sit there and...
I do not like huge cigars.
He's not a huge cigar
in
fan.
fact,
He's
when
never have.
I used to get from Thompson the iguana mamas or the babies because they were smaller. I think it was the mamas that I got.
The mama you liked, yes.
I don't even like the basic ring gauge.
See, the thing is he bought some.
She
cigars.
likes Churchills for the most part.
He bought some cigars the other day. Thompson's, and I said I'd match him. Well, I paid a little more money.
But she paid almost double what I paid. I paid $26. She ended up paying like $53.
54 with
I actually, because I quit smoking cigarettes, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any excess money.
Problem with mine is I'm going to make a laugh about, is more like king size, 8 by 52. These are what they are right here. They're 8-inch cigars. By 52, and they're all 8-inch cigars, the ones I bought right there.
Yes, you got the Victor Sinclair Mega Sampler.
Yes.
Which has 20 different Victor Sinclairs in it. And I get to try 10 of them.
And I get to try 10 of his, and then I've already lined up my next sampler packs. And I tried getting this one, but as we said, they're sold out.
I'm going to try to make a crappy homemade humidor, because we need to kind of humidify these for a while, and the only thing I could think of is what we did a couple years ago that TSA ended up destroying almost 3/4 of our cigars, and we wanted to beat the hell out of them, but
don't forget they stole half of them too.
Yeah, they stole a bunch of them and then destroyed many of the rest that were remaining. We had like 30 cigars in the package. When we got to my place, it was like 7 cigars, and half of them were beginning to mold because they dumped the humidor solution all over the inside of the cage.
And left a note, "Thank you, TSA enjoys your free cigars."
Yeah, it was nice. They were so crass as to even say, "Thank you for the cigars. We'll enjoy them thoroughly." And it's like, yeah, that's real nice. But anyways, that's one of our plans, and I don't know if my friend Josh is going to want to smoke a cigar or not. We didn't exactly plan on having enough for 3 people out of these.
I'll pick up some extra cigars.
We might be able to get some cheapo cigars rush delivered or something like that.
Well,
so
I was planning to get some Baccarats.
Well, you were looking at those Candelas, and
yes, I also was going, and that's why I told Aaron I needed a humidor, because there was these cigars I showed him, and Aaron said, "Well, I like variety." Yes, I like variety too, but I also like the fact that I wanted the twofer, which is still available, and I can get Churchills for $60 for 50 of them.
Yeah,
and he can smoke
that's
some
a
of
good
those.
deal.
And I was just gonna buy those outright, so.
I'm thinking because I got a friend coming, I'd like to have some extra money. So since I'd like to have some extra money, I'm thinking about doing a payment plan on some cigars so that I don't have to pay them all at once.
I asked Aaron.
I need to get a humidor anyways. However, I found a humidor deal that if it's still available to me, I might take advantage of.
I said it's 24 hours and
it's supposed to be 24 hours and reset, so I might have to try to find the deal again.
I tried through 6 different browsers today, and it would not come up. I did everything like you said.
Yeah, well, sometimes persistence pays off. I know where I found it. I could reload it 1,000 times and hope it shows again.
Well, I reloaded about 1,000
I could do what I did before, and I liked the page on Facebook, and I went to a Facebook page, and it was a banner on the Facebook page for the place I went. So I could unlike it on Facebook, relike it on Facebook. Since it's my most recent, I could go to that page and reload it 100 times and hope it hits.
Well, let's hope he does that for me, because I'd like the same deal.
Yeah, it's supposed to be limit of 1 per person, so, but it's a humidifier with 10 cigars that are all Primo cigars for like $30, and I'd love that.
Yeah, so
and it's a
do
50-count humidor too.
Yeah, the glass top one.
And it's a beautiful looking humidor too.
Oh yeah, and then I saw this one here, the Vegas Tradition 151. I keep pondering this one here because it has 30 cigars right here and a humidor, a Vegas one.
And
However,
there's one that she got me interested in. It's a steampunk humidor, and I like steampunk.
I saw a humidor also in here.
However, I like the smaller humidor than the bigger one. The bigger one looks like a treasure chest, but the older one it looks really cool.
The 50-count glass top is the one that you get right here for the price.
Yep, with 10 cigars, including Gurkhas, Cohibas, Monte Cristos, Partegas. Punch. They're all pretty decent quality cigars. I don't know if there's any Romeo Juliets in it or Arturo Fuentes, but
that reminds me. Talking about cigars, and a lot of people, and I want to get to the main thing of the topic, but I'm going to look for something.
Main thing of the topic.
Cigar.
I thought we were about done on this topic.
Yes, but you didn't get to the main part.
The main part.
The main part is you're going to let me handle it because you usually handle it.
Tell me about the main part.
Aaron would agree. We have people out there in the world that have to have, here it is. This is the other one I was looking at. If I don't buy the 150 with 30 cigars, is this one for 90. It sits on the desktop.
Yes, I like that one a lot too.
So do I. But anyways, the main topic, I also
it would probably fit very well up here on top of your liquor rack, and you'd have to move some of your bottles around. But
well, anyways, the main problem
I like that one too on the bottom.
Yeah, that's the one I looked at. You know, it holds 150. It holds double this, and it's 95. And then you got that one bonus one, as I told you, with the thing. But anyways, the main topic is...
Yes, maybe we'll get to it.
Anyways, it keeps interrupting. It won't ever get done. The main topic of the thing is not about spending buku bucks on brands like I have friends. I'm not going to give their names.
Oh, yes, we have a friend who loves to buy like $800 packs, boxes of cigars that have like 10 cigars for $800. And then 25. He tells us that sampler packs are crap and you know, we just need to buy the best that we can on the market. And it's like, yeah, okay, you know, nice that you could do that, but you know, you could be an aficionado of cheap stuff or you could be an aficionado of expensive stuff. And I'd rather be of the cheap stuff because you get more and you could choose more and you have a better variety and actually you could help out people who can't afford the more expensive far more frequently, or those who can afford the expensive but like a cheapo on the side but don't know what's good and they don't want to buy a ton. So it actually means that you could be more helpful in the category as well.
Exactly, and that's the problem. And I was going to do a video on that, with or without Aaron's help. But on cigars, you don't need to go and spend $500 on a box of cigars or $300 and say, oh, well, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that they would refuse to even buy seconds, you know, or mini blemishes in cigars. Or
yeah, I mean, I was close to actually buying something from Thompson that's a brown bag. It's 20 cigars for like $20, and you don't know what you're going to get in it. I thought it was an interesting deal, but I figured, you know, my luck it'll all be like seconds anyways that are like 25, 50 cents a piece and falling apart already. And if I was one of the fortunate ones, I'd be getting a grab bag that's got all sorts of nice ones in it, including something like, well, one of those Opus X's or something that's like $200 a stick. I'd be like, woohoo! But it's not my luck. My luck is usually the worst when it comes to, you know, winning things. And that's essentially like playing the lottery. What do you get?
Well, yes,
I'm
exactly.
probably not likely to get my money's worth.
And that's the same with me, but it's always
so I'd rather actually see what I'm getting. Another thing I like about cigars, and another reason I like the samples, is the wrappers from cigars make for absolutely beautiful magnets. All you need is a little laminating paper, and you laminate between the two pieces, cut it out, and you take magnet tape and stick it on the back, and you can kind of do like a Cigars of the World I've tried.
Now this one here...
I was talking, a Cigars of the World thing that I've tried. And so, right now I only got one on there, but after a while I could have 100 on there, or 200 on there, and I could say to anybody who's come over, look at all the stuff I've tried. It might not be the highest quality, but guess what? I've tried it. And if I get that grab bag, they might all be stuff without wrappers that I don't even know what it is. And then, well, where do I put my magnet? Because I can't make one.
Now, there is one grab bag. There is one grab bag in this catalog that Aaron would get, but you only get 10 cigars for $25. It's Gurkhas.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And if it wasn't for the fact that I got Rita hanging around me, sometimes she's a nuisance, I would end up getting one of these sampler packs that has one of like 10 different types. But I'm always making sure right now that every one I'm ordering has 2 at least, so she could try one and I could try
And
one.
I even guaranteed to...
Because
like,
she'd be mad if I'm sitting there trying something. I'm like, oh, this is really good. And
yeah,
she's
but
like,
the
can I
thing
try it now?
is Aaron and I both agreed that if I'm buying a sampler pack and there's one of each, I will buy a second sampler
Yeah,
pack.
same here. I mean, there's a couple that I like that have only one of each in it, and I'd get it, but, you know, I'd have to get 2 of them, and then I double the amount of money that I'm spending.
And, you know, and then there's... I'm not going to go into all the details, but for example, I was looking over...
Just give me a second on this.
Okay, I'll talk. For example, I was talking to Aaron about some cigars earlier in that book, and I found some decent jobs in there, as I call them. Decent jobs that were, well, let's just say very good. And I'm not talking crappy, but I'm talking very good cigars that were very affordable. Whereas a friend of mine would say, if you're buying 80 cigars, basically, they're all house brands. They're utter crap. Well, you get 5 Cohibas in the deal.
Yeah.
But everything else is crap. Well, guess what? I tried Thompson's Don Lugos. I'll say something, but let Aaron take over first. I got something to get.
Okay. This one right here. It's the Motherlode number 18 sampler. Now that would be one I'd absolutely love to get in it because it's got Gurkhas in it, CAOs, Magnas, more Gurkhas, Torontos, more Gurkhas, 5 Vegas, Olivias, more Torontos, a Vault, more CAOs, Diesels. It's a Motherlode. There's 36 cigars. The value of the cigars is over almost $400. However, the whole sampler is $100. Now, I could maybe afford to do that once, like every 6 months or less. But if I had to do this for me and Rita, it'd cost me $200. Yes, Rita's got her collection of
that's just
labels here.
Just the, you know, and those were in samplers. Those were
Yeah,
samples.
there's some Partegas right there.
Bottom is Cohiba.
And there's
Several
Cohiba there,
Thompson.
and some Thompsons, and
Cuban
there's a Cuban Coroja.
Socorro. Yellow.
Don Thomas. That's about it in there.
Socorro.
I don't see. Oh yeah.
Right there, see?
Yeah, Socorro.
Socorro, Don Thomas. Then there's Cuban Coroja, Don Thomas, Cohibas. And if you look all the way down here, there's Bagatelles too, which were really good Thompson brands, which they don't make anymore.
Yep.
All those came with a crappy humidor, and I have no regrets. Oh, and the bottom, somewhere in the middle of all that, which you can't read at the moment, is my Don Lugos, which I really did like.
Yep, and that's we got some. What was that one from Thompson? I can't remember. It was just a green label that said Thompson on it. Remember that one? The one that was like, oh god, I don't. We had a hard time making it through a 20-pack of those. They were disgusting. And they actually were rated pretty well on Thompson's website, but man, they were absolutely horrible. And we actually waited till the end on those, and it was like, yeah, I'm kind of want a cigar, so I'm gonna go ahead and smoke one. But
there it is.
Cuban Delights. This isn't Thompson.
Yes,
though.
but Cuban Delights are made by a premium one.
Oh, okay.
Yes, those are the ones that they gave us in lieu of a Thompson that was ran out, and they gave us 40 of those, actually.
Yeah, and they just said Thompson on them at the time. This is, of course, Cigar International. And
but yes,
so
those ones there turned
Cigars
green.
International.
Those were the only ones in my entire life that made me turn green to a point.
Which one was it that had that brand name that I was laughing at? It was like somebody's untimely demise.
Oh! That was in here, yes.
I was thinking, what a name for a cigar.
It was a cigar...
Not Rumi, it was something like that. Raja's or something.
Raja's untimely demise.
Yeah. Raja's untimely demise.
$20 for 20 of them.
Yep, they're bottom center. Raji's untimely demise.
Don't forget that one there next to it. That one's kind of weird.
What, the Hesitant Pirate?
Yes, and then there's the other ones.
The Garant's Golden Siesta, Ron Mexico, and Don Smith. I don't know. Don Smith, Ron Mexico, and the Golden Siesta don't do anything for me, but Hesitant Pirate and
Raj's Timely Demise is available. You can get a 20-pack.
I mean, what? He died and got put into a cigar? I mean...
Looks cool with an elephant on it. However, I will tell you, I am impressed with this one. Not that it matters. Cigar makes cigar cutters. Now they're making their own brand of cigars.
Yeah, there's some things I've noticed in there too over the years. Things have changed from when I used to smoke cigars heavier a long time ago. For instance, there's that brand that's now making the OCC cigars.
Orange County Choppers.
Yes, I'd never heard of them before. There it is. They're made by Man-O-War. Man-O-War has all of a sudden become like this top name brand cigar. However, when I first ran across Man-O-Wars, the first one I saw was OCC, and I'm like, oh great, OCC's got their own cigars. Then I saw that there was others, so I'm like, so OCC's making others, but they don't put their name on them all. Then I realized the company's really Man-O-War, and Man-O-War was making an OCC cigar. So that's kind of turned me off to Man-O-Wars, even though they're supposed to be a fairly decent quality cigar. Not quite top shelf, but they're like top shelf still.
Top shelf brands. I mean, it's for example.
And so I kind of got turned off by them. And then those nubs, I'd never heard of them. And then the diesels, I'd never heard of them.
A friend of mine says the diesels.
And remember, there used to be the 420s, but the 420s seem to be totally gone.
420s are still available. They're a Cuban crafter brand.
Oh, okay.
And Cuban crafter sold out.
I gotta end up getting a catalog from Cuban crafters.
Yeah, but every time you try, they're sold out of catalogs and they're sold out of their stinking things. I went through their website last night. 99% of everything sold out. Oh, they have these presidential sealed cigars.
By the way, does Holtz cigar have catalogs? Or?
Yes, I ordered a Holtz one for us.
We just found out about Holtz cigars.
Well, I knew Holtz.
You've known about them for years, but I didn't know that they had catalogs and that they actually did any actual selling until recently.
I wanted to say...
We thought they were a small mom and pop shop. They're actually more along the lines of Thompson Cigars, J&R Cigars, Cigar International, and Corona Cigars. And I've known about Corona Cigars for a long time. And
I tried getting a catalog through Corona. But for example, a lot of people get turned off, and I'm going to say this. Having a cigar in the Dominican Republic, there is Cuban versions of it, but we can't get it. By the company, or at least contracts. There's Peterson, Dunhill, and Savinelli. Now... a lot of people would not pay the money for Dunhill, Peterson, or Savinelli.
No, they're known for pipe tobaccos, not cigars.
However, a new one I just told through Aaron, who's Rocky Patel contracted, was, which his granddad smoked Rockies, so he can't go bad with them, but Eric Nording, whose business is 50 years old this year. Way to go, Eric. You know, Nording Pipes.
I still want a Nording pipe, but I kind of got turned off by Nording Pipes when he started machine pressing.
He started machine pressing him 35 years ago is what the story
Yeah,
goes.
but he was still doing some handmade if you contracted him for something specific.
I did. He told me.
And now he won't even contract to you, and he doesn't have his catalog of stuff that, well, I just made this and I'm selling it. It's now, this is what I have available, and they're all machine stamped. He used to do a lot of handmades. He quit doing the handmades altogether.
He didn't want to. He's got big enough business. It's like a factory.
I mean, he's had machine press for 30 years, but he was still doing his handmades up until about 3 years ago. Then he quit doing his handmades altogether.
Anyways, the thing is the bottom line is this is how I see things. When you find cigars you like Baccarat,
one of these days I want to do a CAO sampler because CAO looks so interesting to me. And
10 cigars, $30 or $15 for 6. You get a choose.
I'd love to try some of the CAOs, but I'm afraid CAOs aren't allowed in the state of Washington to consumers like me and Rita because they're considered flavored cigars, I believe. I mean, look, they even have flavors on them. CAO just kind of shouts at you flavored. Same with Helix and acids.
I don't even know. I checked online. You can get an acid sampler that shipped. It's these little cigars, these little tipped cigars you can't get in.
Yeah, cigarillos. Which, one of the best little cigarillos I ever had was a wooden-tipped Borkum Riff that I got for 20 cents in Kentucky.
Yes, I remember.
And I can't find those anymore, anywhere.
They don't even make them.
And I loved them. They were so good. I don't know where they got them from, but...
I was going to say to you all...
Olivia's.
Yes, all I was going to say to you all is, I have a friend who believes in $600 boxes of crowns, Caesar crowns, or Opus X's by Arturo
one of the things that
Fuentes.
he's big on right now is diesels and Uzis, which aren't that expensive, but they're still pretty expensive.
Well, for me, I would rather...
I couldn't afford to get a box of diesels or a box of Uzis. I could maybe get a sampler that has an Uzi in it, or it has a diesel in
he's
it.
talking about under
They're
crowns.
from Drew Estate.
Yeah, Drew Estate. Under crowns, $222 minimum for the top line. That's what he
But
gets.
he likes my Uzis, he said.
He also likes my Uzis, which are $90 a box. He's been addicted to Kentucky cured fire cured at $70 a box for 10. And then he likes diesels. Now, I've heard Vegas 5 is very good cigars. They get like a 90 rating in the country.
Anyways, we've been going on long enough about cigars.
Exactly. So the thing is here it
There's
is.
the diesels.
The diesels. And the diesels, I was just going to say,
The diesels are about $100 a box.
Yes, $100.
Depending on which one. I actually like the one called the Diesel Hair of the Dog. Just because of the name, Hair of the Dog.
However, I will tell you one of my favorite things before going cigar-wise. Not that it matters. I'm not saying they're good gifts or anything, but
Cigars
right
are good
here,
gifts for people who like cigars.
my favorite thing is this company, and I like them,
You
by
like
the way.
Romeo Juliet.
Yes, but there's a difference. Most of the cigars nowadays are in boxes of 20. These are boxes of 28 or 27. Sometimes 25, but most
Hey,
of
they
them...
have a box pressed.
Yes, the box press.
I've always found box pressed interesting.
Don't even know which one that is. It just says Romeo and Juliet.
I could find it.
They don't
Vintage Viejo RYJ Reserve Real Maduro Reserva Real Maduro Medium 1875's Reserves Havocs. I'll just keep talking.
Yeah, anyways, a lot of cigars out there, you don't need to spend a lot of money. You can go and do various things. For example, how do I say it? You can go out and you can go and spend $30 for a basic sampler, $90 or more. I was at a place that had a sampler pack of 15 cigars, I think it was, for $300. All Primo brands, but you get the point. You get a choice between house brands and non-house brands. Now, for me, of course, I am a girl who likes to try various ones. I may be poor. Poor people, well, you get the point.
They're the VAOs, but I can't tell you which one they are.
The Veos?
Yeah, they're the Viejo Epicure Bellicoso, because I know what a Churchill and a Robusto is.
Okay. Oh, so, yeah, so it's the Veo medium.
Because, look, the Nicaraguas are on the one side, or the Rajas. See,
so, yeah.
RYJ, and this one says Medallias Vintage, and here's the Vintage.
So yeah.
That's the one right there.
Which is 110 to 140, but you get it. And you know what's funny? They have all their Romeo and Julietas. By the way, Aaron, or sometimes I call him Daddy Aaron, he likes the Romeo Juliet Reserve Maduros. That's right. And there are 80 to 108.
I have a big thing about Maduros. I like that dark leaf, and I have a thing for Candelas. I find the Candelas among the most flavorful.
And I found a few Candelas for him.
I mean, I can't help it when it comes to a Candela. That's a cigar I will always go for if somebody offers me one. Yeah, and you know, and it might be a weird thing to quit smoking cigarettes and then smoking cigars, but you know, I'm saving almost $80 a month. I can spend $30 a month on cigars now. And a cigar I might have one every 3 or 4 days, whereas a cigarette I'm smoking every day.
Now, the reason he's going to say something about it is if you look right here, these are black cigars. They're Maduro leaf. Now, for some of you out there, he got me into it a long time ago. The Partagas was my first one. And it's a full-bodied cigar.
She likes Maduros, too, on occasion. I don't like the Churchills because, I don't know, they just look so
excuse me, but these
They're
are
not Churchills, but the Connecticut leaves.
These are the Bravos. The Connecticut leaf is the
kind of palish color.
The Anniversarios I like. But anyways, if we get a humidor this coming month, one of my purchases, just because he keeps chuckling about it, and if they have it in stock, is Raj's untimely demise. 20 cigars.
Well, I want to at least try it. I don't care if it comes in a sampler pack or if it comes in a bundle. I want to try that one just because, I don't know, I laugh at it. I want one of the labels on my refrigerator. Yeah, I know, but I think they're in, maybe that one.
If
No,
it's got an
not,
elephant...
It's not that one. There was a bundle that has it.
Well, I'll have to look then. Because if it's got an elephant on it, then you know, but some of these ones are primos. Anyways, let him look for it for a second. But anyways, the bottom line is...
Right there.
The Po' Boy. Anyway,
The one that you wanted.
The Po' Boy is sold out.
Yes, unfortunately with Cigars International, almost everything that's in their catalog gets sold out.
I was lucky to get what I got, you know, so, anyways, there you have it.
30 minutes of cigar talk, and we will have cigars in about 6 or 7 days.
Depending on how
Yours
fast.
are coming UPS, and they're already halfway across the country.
Yeah.
Mine are still in Florida, and I don't know when
I gotta
leave.
tell you before we go, he was kind of grumpy when he found out mine went UPS.
Yeah, I was supposed to get a special deal, and mine's going USPS. She got like a special deal that costs $1 more, and hers is going UPS, so I'll be here soon.
Yes, so no one knows where it is.
However, I never knew UPS delivered to P.O. boxes, so
mine's going to my home address.
Oh, well, that could be why. Mine's going to the P.O. box.
Oh, well. Anyways, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments. Please add suggestions, feedbacks, and comments. And
bye-bye.
look for one more video, and then we are done.